What if your entire go-to-market machine ran on one AI agent for 10 euros a month? Not a chatbot, not another software as a service dashboard. An actual operator on your server, following your playbooks, working also while you sleep. I built that. It's running now. In the next 15 minutes, I'll show you exactly how it works. Quick introduction in case you don't know me. I'm Lucas Hertig. For the last 20 years, I found hidden leverage in complex systems, in web hosting, in merchant acquisition, in automation, in software. I helped building web pros from 600,000 euros ARR to 240 million revenue. 15 acquisitions, 2 exits at 1.5 billion, 200 founders advised in automation since 2003. AI in production since 2021. I'm not here to sell you on AI. I'm here to show you what it looks like when it works. Running live on my own server, handling all my go-to-market. The problem was never too many tools. The problem was usually zero integrations and no standard operating procedures or SOPs. Here is what most B2B go-to-market stacks look like in reality. Publer for lead data, HeyReach for LinkedIn sequences, Instantly for email, Publer for content, Buffer for content, Airtable as a pseudo CRM, Trigify for signal detection, Opify for scraping, N8N trying to glue it together. Sounds familiar? The average integration, manual copy-paste. Those tools aren't a problem. They're good tools. I still use some of them. The problem is the handoffs. Every transition between the tools is a manual step, a data loss point, a moment where a human has to intervene. Automated with N8N? It works. I did it many times myself. You get brittle workflows, break every time an API changes, and I have been building automation since 2003. I know from my past what operational fragility looks like at scale. The breakdown is never the strategy, it's the execution layer. The second problem, no standard operating procedures. Even if your tools talk to each other, what are they doing? What's the playbook? When does outreach happen? In what order? Based on what signals? Most go-to-market stacks have tools and chaos. No brain, no memory, no consistency. And that's what I fixed with a single OpenClaw agent. I will show you later how that works. Our go-to-market playbook looks like this before I show you technology. Because orchestration only matters if the strategy is right. This is our own PromptPartner go-to-market method, 3 lanes running in parallel. Lane 1, LinkedIn ads, what is basically account-based marketing warm-up of existing targets. Before we touch a prospect with outreach, we warm them up. LinkedIn ads are targeting specific accounts, no spray or pray, all account-based. Usually this runs 2 to 4 weeks. The goal isn't conversions, the goal is familiarity with our brand. You want the right people at the right companies to have seen your face before a single message lands? That's what you have to do. Lane 2, organic thought leadership. Running simultaneously. LinkedIn posts, articles, videos like this one. Same ICP ads are hitting, same message, different channel. By the time we reach out, the prospect has seen us 3, 5, 10 times. And then the lane 3, that's the outreach, but only after warm-up. This is the part where most people get backwards. They build the list, they send cold emails, and they wonder why reply rates are terrible. The answer is cold outreach to unwarmed prospects is almost always cold. So when we do outreach after ABM warm-up, we have usually 3 to 5 times higher reply rates compared to traditional cold outreach. We run LinkedIn sequences via HeyReach and email sequences via instantly only after the warm-up phase. That's the playbook. 3 lines sequenced deliberately. And all of it, every handoff, every piece of content, every sequence is organized by one single agent and his team. So let's talk about OpenClaw. You all heard about it. It isn't a tool you open, it's an agent that runs on your infrastructure. Mine runs on a Hetzner VPS. I have no affiliation with Hetzner, but it's 10 euros a month, always on. It follows documented playbooks. I call them skills and SOPs. And it has memory. It runs tasks on cron schedules. It talks to every tool in my stack through MCP or through APIs. And here you have the example of our go-to-market operating system. Think of it this way. N8N was doing the connectivity in the past. OpenClaw replaced the logic. Workflows got simpler. Instead of 40-step riddle automations, I have an agent that understands the goal and figures out the steps for me. Apollo feeds lead data into Airtable. Airtable syncs it to HubSpot. Trigify fires signals. Apify scrapes enrichment data. HeyReach and instantly run sequences. Publer is what schedules my social content. The agent knows when to trigger each, in what order, based on what signal. And there is a dashboard. But before I show it to you, let me explain you what I've done. So this is a single OpenClaw instance. I only interact with Akela. The reason why it's called Akela is because I used the Jungle Book, and I see this as my wolf pack of agents, and Akela was the wolf leader in Jungle Book, just to have a little bit of fun. And all I am myself, I'm the chief product officer, chief partner officer, or whatever you want to name it. And Akela is managing for me all the different agents, if it's marketing, content strategist, social media, outbound, account researcher, paid media, and even analytics. And all of them have their own skills attached and have their own token window because they're sub-agents, and they can use different language models. I usually have Opus or Sonnet from Claude, but sometimes I use ChatGPT 5.4, others. It's very flexible on how that would work. As I said, there is a dashboard. Let me show it to you. So I had OpenClaw build me a custom Next.js dashboard. I call it Mission Control or Go-to-Market Operating System. It has the team overview that you've just seen. It has an activity tracker, project tracker, memory viewer. It has the content plan that we have. This is not a product you can buy, by the way. I built it myself using the agent. That's the point. And when you have an AI operator, you can build your own infrastructure. And I have been deploying AI since 2021. This is the first setup that feels like leverage instead of overhead. See here, we have projects, then we have SOPs, and we can say we go through these SOPs, and we would say we create a new project from the SOP, and then you have these projects here. So like in a normal marketing and sales team where you would have projects that you are running. So how am I actually using this? I'm using something called Discord. Let me show you the content engine inside Discord. I'm going to ask Akela, that's the name of my OpenClaw agent, to write a LinkedIn post. So I'm going to say, create a LinkedIn post, why ABM warmup changes everything for B2B. Watch what happens. Akela is going to draft the post, and it's going to send it to my Publer. That's the social media scheduling that I'm using. it is using my tone of voice. It's using my target customer's voice, and it knows my audience. It knows the format that works because these standard operating procedures are documented in the skill files, and it reads before it acts. The content engine runs, in my case, weekly. Every week, a batch of posts get drafted and scheduled. I review, I approve, they go. That's how you maintain LinkedIn presence or other social media channels without LinkedIn consuming all your calendar all the time. So it created that post, and I say, yes, fine, schedule it in Publer for tomorrow. And it will do exactly what I want. It's not all immediate, and all these steps that I put here could be automated even more, but for me, it's still human in the loop. I'm checking what these agents are doing. I don't want just unlimited autonomous operation. But what is reality is that you can probably run your whole content operation with one single person instead of 5 to 7 people. And it says now, it's scheduled. It also says it's on both my personal profile and the Prompt Partner page, no hashtags, because I trained it that it should not do any hashtags on LinkedIn because that's not how it works anymore. And let's have a look into Publer. This is my social media scheduler. And as you can see, tomorrow is Thursday. And you see there are 2 posts scheduled, all as they should be, for my personal LinkedIn and my Prompt Partner LinkedIn. And of course, you could actually do that also with a carousel and with much more advanced things. And this is all configured inside my OpenClaw. If you want to do it, it just takes too much time now to do it inside the video. Now to the outreach engine. This one is more interesting. I'll walk you through what happens when a company hits our radar. What I'm using is my own company as a target because of the data that is going to be processed. It can also be that Trigify flagged them that there is a hiring signal plus a portfolio announcement, and here is what Akela does. So I specifically said outreach process during video demo, that it's a bit easier and that it really goes through the process, because Akela now will pull this company data from Apollo. It scrapes the website via Apify, checks LinkedIn activity for recent activity, about 90 seconds. Step 2, it will do either customer profile scoring. It runs the company through our 17 signal ICP model, font size, portfolio stage, team signals, a lot of things. And we want to know if Prompt Partner would fit well. It asks me, because I say it's during the demo, I would say, what specifically should the demo show? So that's actually interesting. I told it that I'm in a video demo showing that to you, and it shows you can do a full pipeline view, ICP scoring sequence, HeyReach campaign structure. It can do just the sequence copy, the connection request. It can do the workflow diagram. Okay, also interesting, or all of the above. I would say in this case, we say A, and then target audience for the outreach itself, PE portfolio. I would say B2B SaaS. And what we already have that can pull up for the demo. No, nothing else, just this account for demo. Now it goes to check all these kind of things. It will do a full view. And here we go. And it arrived. It didn't understand the video part first. So I had to do this one more time. You can see it, live outreach process, client PromptPartner.AI. That's our own company. Then you get a full company brief about where we are, what we do, and so on. In terms of current clients, network, everything. And then you will see ICP definition. Is that our dream client? Then it would do the list bound, then it would do the list pull, the sequence, and everything, including the HeyReach setup with the campaigns. And then it asks me what happens with replies, either manual follow-up or automatically nurture, and it documented the whole process. The whole process from signal detection to sequence activation used to take me 45 minutes per target account. Now it takes me 3 minutes to review and approve. Signal in, research, score, write, sequence, done. After, I wanted to talk about something that most AI go-to-market content skips. It's called data. When you use cloud-based AI tools, your data, your prospects, your clients, your email content, your CRM is on someone else's server. It's in their training data pipeline. I'm personally Swiss. I also work with private equity funds. I work with B2B software as a service companies. They care about data residency, at least many. And here's how OpenClaw is structured. The agent runs on a Hetzner-based virtual private server in Germany, EU-based. Your data never leaves your infrastructure. The large language model calls go out for inference, of course. That's a trade-off. The model runs in the cloud, but the orchestration layer, the memory, the logs, the documents, the CRM bridge, all on my own server. What stays local? What goes where? Apollo, Airtable, HubSpot, HeyReach, Instantly, Publer, all those are software service tools you're already using. You already have those data agreements. OpenClaw doesn't add new data exposure. It's a local brain connecting existing tools. The mission control dashboard is self-hosted on the same server. Nobody else has access. It's strong firewall, and nobody has access to my agent's memory. Your tasks, your logs, your playbooks. For the financial companies I work with, this is often a deciding factor. They want AI infrastructure they control, not AI tools they just subscribe to. That's also part of the build, operate, transfer model that we usually do. You own your data, own your processes, own your advantage. And this is also how we are building systems for our clients. Here's where I land. Most AI consultants take 6 months and deliver a recommendation deck. That's not what we do at PromptPartner. We build, we deploy, we hand you the keys, 30 days to proof, not 6 months to recommendations. And if you're running a B2B go-to-market motion, whether you're a B2B SaaS private equity fund looking for portfolio value creation or a scale-up trying to get outbound working, this is now your new way of how you can do it with an agent in the cloud using OpenClaw in a secure way. And I'm happy to share these best practices. If you would like to have a 30 minutes call anytime, I'm sharing everything what I know with my team together, and very happy to support you. The link is in the description. And if that was useful, I ask you to subscribe. I'm building this in public. Before OpenClaw, we had very complicated setups. Today, with OpenClaw, we have a new world in go-to-market. Apollo, Airtable, HeyReach, Publer, a mission control in the website to control it, Discord-based interaction, a multi-agent team. If you want more of this, again, please subscribe and like this video so I can easier promote to more people and hopefully add more value to all of you. Thank you so much.